Welcome back, everybody! Well, I took a couple weeks off, haven't made any videos really. Everything gets all busy this time of year. And the job that I'm working at in Orange is like 12 minutes from my house, so I don't really have any time to do videos in the truck. But now I'm working up at West Covina. I'm traveling down the 57 South towards home. And the other day I almost got taken out by some jackass in a really expensive SUV.
Bit of a slowdown for you there. Major problems discontinued for you in transport. Problems ongoing on the eastbound side of the 118 before DeSoto. A crash has a 4 right lane shutdown. Also affecting the drive along Kansas City Boulevard northbound. That's going to be heavy from Santa Susana Pass to the 118 and Santa Susana Pass itself. That's a rough ride for you from Iverson as you head towards the Bay. A bit of a slowdown for you there. Major problems discontinued for you in transport. Problems. The drive along Kansas City Boulevard northbound. That's going to be heavy from Santa.
I don't know how close it looks in the camera, but if I didn't jam on the brakes, he definitely would have taken off my front bumper. That's what had happened. I almost got killed by some rich guy, but man, looking back on it, I was like, oh, why did my ninja reflexes kick in? Damn it! If I could have just been a half a second slower, he could have taken me out. I would have rolled the van. My tools would have been all over the freeway. I would have been to the hospital. And you know that guy's got insurance because that's an expensive ass car. Oh, I could have got paid. Got all new tools. Maybe a couple $1,000 for my neck, my back, my neck and my back. So, anyway, such is life. It's maybe next time. My luck, I'll get hit by one of these damn Prius drivers that don't have any insurance. So what had happened was, after 3 years and 1 week, December 18, 2019, a day that will live in infamy, the Democrats in Congress did deliberately and inappropriately impeach our president without provocation or whatever else FDR said when Japan attacked us on December 7th. So, yes, that's right, my friends. Donald Trump is going to be impeached. 2 Democrats joined the Republicans and said, y'all were full of shit. But my girl, Tulsi Gabbard, you know what she did? She said, you guys are all out of your rabid ass minds, and she voted present, which means I am here and all of you people are idiots.
Here's the deal. Politics should not be a zero-sum game, but tragically that's exactly what it's become, and it's polluted the whole nature of our politics. The point of politics should not be about doing maximum damage to your opponents just to win, because all that's happened, as has in the case of our current America, is that people get hurt and nothing gets done. So my stance yesterday, my vote, was opting out of this zero-sum game mindset and back into one of negotiation and compromise. We're stuck right now in this terrible scenario where everyone is trying to exact maximum hurt from their opponent for a quote-unquote win. My present vote was not passive. It was an active protest against the terrible fallout of this zero-sum mindset that the 2 opposing political parties have trapped America in. There's no winning here. Everyone is losing. Our country is losing. So if we don't break this stalemate we find ourselves in, America's done for. My vote and my campaign for president is about freeing our country from this damaging mindset so that we can work side by side to usher in a brighter future for all Americans.
And that's why I love Tulsi. And she's 100% right. Did Trump do something that was inappropriate? Yes. Did he do something that was illegal? No. You know, and actually, when you honestly think about it, it wasn't even that inappropriate. You know, it's just a common negotiating tactic to, you know, when you give somebody, it's in sales. If you ever notice, like, people say, hey, we'll give you a free trip to this hotel. All you have to do is come to one of our presentations about our timeshares. The reason that they give you something and then ask for something is because they want you to be they want you to feel like you owe them something. To turn left onto East Lambert Road. President Trump asked for President Zelensky of Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden because of what he said in this recording right here.
We are looking for corruption. We're giving hundreds of millions of dollars, and we're looking for corruption. And all you have to do is take a look at Biden, and you'll see tremendous corruption, because what he did is quid pro quo times 10.
Did you ask
and let me just say, be quiet. Quiet.
Did you ask your DOJ?
Quiet. Quiet.
Did you ask the DOJ?
Are you ready?
Yes,
I never
sir.
spoke to him about anything. It's up to Bill Barr. Bill Barr can do whatever he wants to do. But I saw the same tape on television, and the tape shows that Joe Biden is a crook. He's 100% crooked.
Remember, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said, I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
What on earth did Biden just say?
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a got fired.
And the fake news, which is you don't want to do anything about it. His son walked out with millions of dollars from Ukraine, millions of dollars from China. He doesn't know anything. He walked away with a stash. It's a corrupt deal. It's a corrupt enterprise. And if the press did it right, it's a hell of a story.
Now, Joe Biden is blatantly admitting to corruption for personal gain. He was going to withhold $1 billion of aid to Ukraine unless they fired the investigator that was investigating his son's crooked-ass company. Now, does that mean that his son knew that it was a crooked company? No, not necessarily. Does that mean that Biden knew it was a crooked company? Not necessarily. There were certainly hints that it was a crooked company, but until you investigate the company, you don't know. Lambert Road for 2 miles. So anyway, that's a little backstory on that. So yeah, it only took him 3 years and 1 month. I mean, the day after he was elected, they were already shouting,
bullies don't win. And I said, baby, they don't. Because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach the mother.
Yeah, I'll let Talib bleep 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 say it, because, I don't know. I'm trying to clean up my my act a little. You know, I work construction, and, you know, especially when I get upset, I do use the F word a lot. You know, I'm trying to dial it back a little bit. So yeah, so Nancy Pelosi during the impeachment, she's saying, oh, well, we're going to hold on the articles. We're not going to pass it up to the Senate because we don't know what kind of... It doesn't matter, Nancy. Why are you stalling? The Senate, it doesn't matter if the Senate, what rules they adopt. You don't have the votes in the Senate. You know, if Congress is any indicator, the American people, you know, voted for President Trump. He obviously didn't do anything wrong. Now, if he did something wrong, at least one Republican would vote for impeachment. I mean, they don't, You know, they don't show you on the mainstream media news. They'll show you the three law professors that were obviously blatantly biased against Trump get up there and say, yep, it was illegal. And the one guy that didn't like Trump, but he said, hey, you know what, look, according to the rules, according to the Constitution, according to how impeachments are supposed to go, he didn't do anything that's impeachable. And, you know, Nancy Pelosi had said, you know, we won't do an impeachment unless it's bipartisan. It was 100% partisan. They couldn't even get one person. They couldn't get one Republican. The Republicans picked up 2, and the Democrats also lost Tulsi with her no vote, or with her present vote. And it all boils down to the fact that the Democrats think that you are stupid. The Democrats think that you are going to vote for Trump again, and they can't let that happen. Because they know they're not going to let Tulsi be the nominee. And nobody else that the Democrats actually like can beat Trump. Bernie can't beat Trump. Liz Warren, Pocahontas, she can't beat Trump. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if Bernie's going to be around. I mean, the guy just had stents put in his heart. He looks old and frail. I mean, geez, Bernie. And he's doing all this traveling and stuff. That wears you out. So, I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to be alive, you know, for the presidential election. Then, who else? Pete Buttigieg? Come on. Nobody's voting for Pete Buttigieg. You know, the guy just has no common sense. I mean, Tulsi actually just dismantled him. Like, the guy has no common sense about how to interact with other countries.
California 142 West.
And that's, you know, that's like, what, 9/10 of the president's job description is, you know, foreign affairs, right? Oh, boy. So, yes, the Democrats think that you're stupid. Hashtag walk away.
Turn right onto California 142 West.
And they all admit it. They all admit they can't beat Trump. But this is why we got Trump into office. It's because we're tired of these assholes in Congress making all these laws and rules that only benefit them and keep everybody down. Under Trump, unemployment is at an all-time low. This is how all-time low unemployment is. Now, y'all know I do construction. Now, the general contractor that I'm just coming back from right now, they make you read this pamphlet about all their safety rules and regulations on the job site, and then they make you take a written test. So that's how serious they are about safety. You know, it's 100% hard hats, safety glasses,
North Rose Drive for 1 mile.
gloves, all that. So this is how good the economy is. These morons that can't speak English, so the test is written in Spanish, right? No, they have a guy sit there and read to them in Spanish. They can't speak English and they can't read Spanish, and they have jobs. I mean, if you don't have a job, it's because you don't want one. You know, that's how good our economy is. Guys that can't speak English and can't read Spanish are working. And they want to get rid of him. You know why? Because if you get a job and you get off of welfare, then you're free to make up your own mind about who you want representing you, because you're not dependent on the Democrats giving you welfare. You know, so many people only vote Democrat because, you know, the economy is crappy, or it was crappy, they have a couple kids, they can't afford them, and they're just like, well, shoot, if I vote for a Republican, they're going to try to take away, you know, the only way that I have to feed my kids. Now, the Democrats see that all slipping away because, you know, all these lower income people, they're like, oh shoot, there's jobs everywhere. I'm going to get a job where I can make more than being on welfare, and I can actually improve my station in life. And so now it's, you know, you have that opportunity where you can just pick whoever. Why are people so stupid? There are 2 turn lanes, morons. Oh my God.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto California 90 East, North Imperial Highway.
God, why are people so stupid? So, anyway. So that's why Democrats don't like Trump, is because unemployment rate all-time low. You know, it hasn't been this low. It's the lowest it's ever been for the black community, ever. And it's at a, 60-year low for white folks, and, you know, pretty much, I don't know if they ever go into, like, Asians are never unemployed. They're, you know, they're always got jobs. But yeah, so, you know, there's no more of the South Park, they took our jobs. It's like, if this guy who can't speak English and can't read Spanish can take your job, boy, you have no business working. Everybody's working. So, I can't wait for 2020. And, you know, like I've been saying, I'm only voting for one of 2 people. If Tulsi gets the Democrat nod, she gets the nomination, I'm voting for Tulsi. If anybody else is on the Democrat ticket, unless something crazy happens, like, I don't know, maybe Oprah runs for president, I can't imagine any Democrat that I would actually vote for. I hate California traffic. It's like, just freaking go! And of course I can't get over. So anyway, that's my rant about the Democrat impeachment process. Congratulations, Democrats. Instead of passing a bill that would improve America more by, you know, taxing Canada and Mexico, make them pay their fair share, you know, the USMCA Act, instead of passing that, instead of passing any kind of laws that would help prevent breast cancer or testicular cancer or colon cancer or any cancer, instead of doing any of that, instead of voting on bills that would help decrease the homeless population, instead of doing that, instead of passing bills or laws that would actually free people to, you know, start their own business, you know, maybe let's pass some laws, let's get some veterans, some better small business loans, bigger small business loans, maybe that, maybe vote on a way to improve the VA so that we don't have, like, you know, 100 servicemen a day or whatever that crazy whacked out number is, killing themselves because they can't get the proper emotional support through the VA because they have to wait, you know, a month. It's like, if I feel like killing myself today and I call the VA, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm having these weird thoughts. I don't think that I want to live. And they're like, okay, here you go. Come in January 19th and we'll see you. And, you know, maybe the Democrats could, but no, instead they've been spending all their time, all their effort, and all of your money trying to impeach Trump. And then this was what they gave us. They gave us 2 articles that have absolutely no possibility of passing the Senate. So what do we end up with? We ended up with 3 years of all that taxpayer down the tubes, all those people that we had to pay to fly, to be witnesses, put them up in hotels, all those millions, probably $100 million on this last 3 years. And we got nothing. So, thank you all so much for watching. This is my first video in the work van, so I hope the audio turns out okay. I know this thing's pretty loud, pretty noisy. There's like no insulation or anything like that. And my doggone GPS always trying to get me around traffic, so you get the shortest way home. An hour to go 17 miles. That's Southern California for you. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful week. And if I don't make a video before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.